What's up, ladies and gents? Nolly here, and welcome to another Payday 2 update video. It is, of course, update day. It's a Thursday. It just so happens it's Thursday, the 3rd of November, and we're getting our Halloween update. I have to admit, I was really disappointed that the Halloween update didn't come out before Halloween. We obviously got update 120, which is a micro update, which had some Halloween-y things in it, and it felt like a bit of an apology. I am 99% positive this was intended to come out before Halloween. Payday 2, of course, was being sold on the Steam sale page for games with Halloween updates, and we hadn't received one at the time, so it was planned. It's a shame. Overkill has let us down a little bit here. I do worry about them slipping back to some of the old ways of dealing things. I think I'm most disappointed about the fact that they didn't make us very aware of the planned release date. Okay, it was seeable in a bit of update text, which you had to search around to actually find. But they probably should have said, yeah, we're struggling to get this out on time. We'd rather keep it as good quality content, which it certainly looks like. It definitely looks like the best Halloween heist we have seen because it's on a brand new map with some brand new mechanics. But hey, slightly disappointed again. It's after Halloween. Yeah, I guess I'm just not in the same mood I was beforehand. But that doesn't matter, I don't think. It's still going to be an awesome heist. It is the Wheel of Misfortune, titled as the Nightmare Prison. Can you ever leave? The prison setting is awesome, both from a sort of horrific standpoint and also the lack of a prison setting in a Payday heist thus far, at least that I can think of. So I'm really looking forward to that particular feature. Sleep Will Take You, Dear Heister. This is all coming from the Necro Cloaker. You guys might remember him as appearing in the Lab Rats heist and karate kicking you all down. But yeah, this is all coming from him, and there's a couple of funny things about it, but I'll give it a go. Sleep will take you, dear heister. Relax, give in to the exhaustion from all the action. Close your eyes and drift away into the surreal land beyond the waking world. But know that I have stalked your nightmares and dragged you into my prison. You will be locked in here and spend the rest of eternity behind bars. I mean, that's the real fear, isn't it? The Necro Cloaker is back. Every move you make, I'm watching you. Open your eyes, for fuck's sake. I've waited long enough. Open them, it's playtime. While sleeping, you cross the line between reality and insanity. Look around you, goddammit. You are trapped in my deranged prison, and I have a surprise for you. Make no mistake, I'm watching your every move. What you gonna do, heister? So yeah, he's, featuring pretty heavily here. It's been the Wheel of Misfortune. This is the part that I'm really excited for outside of the brand new setting. Some sort of in-heist mutators. Obviously, Payday's always been an arcadey style of game, but they have been pushing that recently, thanks to the addition of mutators in the housewarming party. And now we have a heist with some awesome TF2 style spin the wheel on there, which is really cool. Do you think this is a game? Good. That's good. Not for you, but good. The magnificent Wheel of Misfortune awaits you. Play my little game. Get ready for thrills and drills. Step up. Don't be shy. Spin the wheel and see what your miserable prize will be. You know you wanna. Can you beat me at my own vicious game? Oh, please do try. What? No, you must have been cheating. Don't make a run for it, pathetic clown. That's just silly, boring. Don't leave me just yet. Come on, stay and play my little game. Remember, the heister who dares wins or dies 1,000 times. There's no escape. You're in my world now, remember? And in my world, everyone's in prison. So this is the crazy ramblings of the Necro Cloaker. And the thing that really took me aback as I was reading that is the way it goes from this very serious and almost poetic tone of speech to, you wanna, which really did make me stifle a giggle in there because the writing's so cool, and then they throw it off a little bit. But hey, I'm still excited to see what the Necro Cloaker has to offer within the heist. Let's take a look at the awesome new Halloween masks. I love these. I think it's an indicator this may well be the last Halloween update we see for Payday 2. It definitely falls towards the end of the time span the game is intended to be developed for. I'm not necessarily promising this, I don't actually know, but the addition of the zombie character mask, the original 4 masks, does suggest that we're rounding things off for Halloween. Not the first time that zombie masks have been added to the game for these characters. It's a very different style. It's a more, I'd say, realistic, but truer to the original mask design, which I really like. The simplicity, I guess it's not that simple, but the more subtle nature of this I absolutely love. And who'd have known that Wolf actually does have teeth underneath those pursed lips? So yeah, I do get the feeling this may well be the last Halloween update, but I definitely think that these are some of the masks we have long been waiting for. First of all, we have Risen Dallas. Now, where I did mock the Necrocloaker for his little monologue over there, these mask descriptions are actually legitimately really cool. So, there needs to be a harsh statement made about the rotting corruption penetrating every sinew of today's society, the self-deception, the scrambling for a false sense of security. But you're not safe, not now and not ever. The American dream is a brutally scarred nightmare, disguised to lead poor souls astray. Take what you need, grab your future by the throat and force down your ambition until it chokes on it. Mark where you tread with bodies you leave in your wake, which is really cool. I mean, I know it's a spooky update, but if these were things being said by these characters, I would not be too surprised. Dallas's one is pretty awesome. We have the Risen Wolf. The sheer sight is enough to drive an opponent into madness. As if made of blood and old bones, it's like a second skin on your face. Always listen to choirs of voices in the back of your head. The ones that keep telling you of all the destructive things you should be doing. Succumb to temptation, relish in your own insanity. This time do not hold back, not for anything. This time drive any foes into your own roaming and frothing madness. Become the demon you truly are. Because you've been to hell and you liked it. It's pointless to hold back and the only soothing is to feel an enemy's blood gently trickle down your lips. This is definitely the same wolf that shoved a drill into that bulldozer's face. Next up we have Risen Chains. Go darker, hear the calling and become the daredevil of nightmares with an itchy trigger finger. This is a tribute to all the moments you've cheated death out on the field. You're a soldier from an army of darkness. Your veins are pumping of adrenaline and you have enough ammo packed to take on hell itself. Invincible in the darkness and ready to challenge death. All chains will break this time around and anyone in your path will meet their maker. And finally, we have the Risen Houston. This distorted face is what ghost stories are truly made of. You linger in the shadows, torn and grim, before you step out and scare the living daylights out of anyone that crosses your path. The knowledge of true fear is gained from looking upon this horror. That fear, that delicious, pure, crispy fear, is what drives this monster. It triggers an unquenchable thirst for more. Don't look, but don't close your eyes. I love it. I really love those masks. They are fantastic, beautiful design, and pretty awesome descriptions. Taking themselves very seriously, but hey. And here we have some screenshots of the prison, which at first sight you'll see, oh my god, it's massive. And it is really big scale, as so is the Necrocloaker, of course. Can't wait to take on him all over again. You can see there's an outdoor area to the prison as well, making it even bigger. In fact, the main part is this courtyard area. Maybe you can just shoot some baskets like you do in Overwatch. And there you see, though it's not quite on the same scale we saw it, it is the Wheel of Fortune. You can spin to change sort of things up within the heist, which I really like. And yeah, you can see how big a complex this is. This is the indoor section as well. If we just roll it back one, I love these multi-leveled heists as well. It looks fantastic. It looks like that spooky prison they were going for, but it also has the feel like it suits sort of a year-round heist. There's no dates placed on this heist, so I assume it's going to be accessible all year the way Lab Rats ended up being, but Lab Rats still feels like it belongs at Halloween, whereas this heist does feel, though it's got that spooky feel to it and it's got the silly mutators from the spinning wheel, it does feel like it could definitely be played at any time of year, and it's just a cool sort of asylum-y prison map, which I really like. We got a brand new track, which is truly fantastic. Interestingly, it's not one of Simon's, which is a surprise. One of the first pieces of music in the game that's not been exclusively made through Simon, at least in some way. It's called Death Row, which is pretty suited to the Halloween map, the prison. This Halloween, I wanted to honour the gritty sound of Payday, the heist, but still felt fresh and scary. And not a meme fest, which was last year's. I got great help from my colleague Emil Nigren, I think I got that right, who was an awesome guitarist sound designer. He added the backing guitars and some licks, which I really think added to the track. Hope you enjoy it. I love the guitars, and this track is certainly worth a listen on its own, if you can find it anywhere on the internet. And of course, if you play the heist, this will be the thing that you want to listen to. It's fantastic. It's suited to this heist perfectly, and it's just a great piece of music. Finally, we have some new achievements. Of course, we have the achievements to complete this heist on all the difficulties, or all the harder difficulties, I should say. And then we have the very standard, the long one, the complicated one, and the short one. So basically, one of them is going to take you a while to do. It's all about surviving for a long time, a long night of horrors. He's got experience, is all about doing things in a rather strange way, using only Nervous Shank. And finally, Salem Asylum is all about shooting through it as quickly as you possibly can. And that's going to unlock you some of those awesome masks. So ladies and gents, if you have not already, get downloading this absolutely fantastic update with brand new masks, achievements, and of course this new heist with some brand new features. I do anticipate this may be the last Halloween themed Payday 2 update, so enjoy it while it lasts. I know it came out late, but hey, if you guys are still in the Halloween spirit, even better. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Bringing you a heist video as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to get into it immediately. Thanks again. See you in the next one.